For this episode of Let's Talk Jinx, we're talking about patch notes, patch 13.24. And the fun thing about this patch in particular, it's the last patch of the year. The next time we're going to get a patch will be patch 14.1 to kick off the season 14 year. Now, that being said, of course, usually what we do is we talk about changes to Jinx or other AD carries that might affect like the Jinx lane matchup and stuff like that. And we could, but because there's very little changes involving Jinx whatsoever, there's maybe a couple support changes and a couple AD carry changes, sure. What I might start doing with this idea is going over the patch in general when there's not a lot of Jinx stuff, because it could be nice to know about the patch overall and kind of keeping tabs on what champions do what, because most of us that are watching this video might be a Jinx main, but maybe you get autofilled to a role, or you have that secondary role that a champion did get changed, and it could be nice to know about going from time to time. So I also make it somewhat quick. The new champions coming out, by the way, they have quite a bit of abilities that honestly would have to be its own video to go down in a quick amount of time. But Azir, for example, right? I don't know how many people play Jinx and Azir, but when they're both in the same composition, it's actually really nice. And Azir's W damage is actually being increased, which is pretty cool. So building things like, Leandry's Nashers, Luden's Nashers, and Crown Nashers, they're all performing a bit worse. So by increasing the damage, they hope to make that kind of feel a bit better. Braum, base mana regeneration increased, and our knockup duration is also increased. So the ultimate, that was a nerf they gave him a while ago, as the duration of the knockup was actually decreased, and now they're kind of giving that back, while the base mana regeneration is also being increased. A Jinx Braum lane can be fun, of course, because with your attack speed on the minigun ramping up, and his passive to get the frozen effect basically on people. I don't think it's called Witcher's Bite, I believe that it says Sejuani, but that's a nice combo if you're going to play with more of a tanky support down there. That can also still protect you pretty well. Briar, the base armor decreased, attack speed ratio increased, Q damage decreased, or increased I should say, W bonus attack speed decreased, E damage resistance decreased, healing decreased, R damage decreased, damage type changed to magic. Oh, so they used to do AD damage. Are they're changing either the damage of the ultimate, or they're changing the R damage to magic? Okay, so it's just the R damage that's being changed to magic, but their overall damage is still... That makes some sense, because the R is pretty impactful, right? If you played against that ability, you're just near somebody and you all get feared and all that stuff, and it can kind of maybe be a little annoying, I'm just going to say. That being said, that'll be an interesting change to see. Galio, the Q cooldown is being decreased, so you can spam the Winds of War again. Now, if only you could flash taunt, it'd be fantastic. Gragas, passive cooldown now decreases with level. Happy Hour. Ooh, and the Oktoberfest Gragas skin. There you go. Ivern, base health decreased. E slow is going to be decreased as well. Cassante still exists. Leona, who's a support, W bonus armor and MR increased, R damage increased, except fun fact, Vayne wears sunglasses, so Vayne takes literally one damage less from Leona. It's a small little interaction. If you've ever been a Vayne, you walked away with 1 health against a Leona for some reason, that's actually why, it's because Vayne decided to want to wear sunglasses. Jinx, however, does not wear sunglasses, but maybe, one day, Jinx 2 can have sunglasses on a skin, like the pool party skin, which might not be coming out next year because as KTT1 won Worlds, and those skins usually come out around MSI, which is in May, so that would be interesting. Brother Lucian, E cooldown decreased. Oh, he's gonna be dashing and smashing all over the Rift again. It's gonna be like the old days. Well, the cooldown's not going down by too much, and by max rank, it's actually the exact same as it is. But just remember, Lucian also builds cooldown reduction. So it's going from 22 to 19, at the first level, which will add up over time in a pursuit or a lane. I don't know, if you're pursuing somebody for over, 22, so 44 seconds, even though that's now going down from 44 to 38, that's still a long time to be chased. You probably should give up the chase and get an objective somewhere else, but, yeah, and the laning phases shouldn't matter against Jinx too terribly much either, because if he's chasing you again for that long, where he needs that cooldown, that extra, bit of time shaved off, he's chasing you like behind your second tower, and that's kind of ridiculous. Mordekaiser. Q damage increased. R now reveals the target upon initial cast. It didn't? I kind of felt like it already did, but I'm fine with that as someone that doesn't play Mordekaiser that often, but sure. Kiana. Base mana and mana growth increased. Talon. Range Q now also resets Talon's attack timer. Nice, consistency is key. Vel'Koz, W and E bug fixes, always good. Zeri, AD growth increased, W damage increased. Okay, so this might be a little bit of a problem in the laning phase. If their AD growth, that means per level, is going from 1.3 to 2. That means, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, instead of 1.3, 2.6, 3.9, etc. So they're going to have more damage the longer the laning phase goes off. And the W damage is also increased, which is the Ultra Shock laser that they fire over walls and stuff like that, if you've seen that ability. It's a pretty big laser. The damage is going up from 20, 60, 100, 140, 180 to 30, 70, 110, 150, and 190, which, okay, nice. That damage, that ability is probably not being maxed first, though, so that 190 over 180 is not really going to be felt all that immediately, and it's 10 damage per level as well. But that can add up if you don't dodge, though, so just make sure you're always in motion in the lane phase while you're farming minions and stuff. Never really stand still. Arena's coming back, so if you're an Arena fan, there you go. Actually, on Arena, Jinx is getting some changes. So the health growth is going from 105 to 115. Attack growth is going from 3.15 to 3.75. The W damage is going from 10 to 210, plus 160 AD to 2 to 250, plus 200% AD. The R cooldown is going from 70 to 40 to 50 to 30 seconds. So, you know, for some reason, Kai'Sa is considered Jinx. Basically, all champions got some adjustments on this, but I'm just putting this in here real quick. Look at this. Kai'Sa is apparently Jinx. Jinx and Kai'Sa, apparently the same person. Everybody else, you know how you font stuff and when you're typing papers in high school, how you had to have the title and the header over here and then your bullet points? Well, Kai'Sa's a bullet point at Jinx now. So, the Kai'Sa change on Jinx is health growth is going from 102 to 95. That's what I get. AD growth is going from 2.6 to 220 or 2.2. And the Q individual missile damage is going from 40 to 100 plus 50 bonus AD to 40 to 100 plus 40% bonus AD. So the Kai'Sa section of Jinx's kit has gotten nerfed. When you combine that with some bug fixes and the following skins for Crystallis, Modus, Ashe. Gotcha. Winter Blessed. I guess I said it right, but I said it with an accent. My bad, y'all. Winter Blessed Camille, Winter Blessed Thresh, Winter Blessed Senna, Winter Blessed Silas, Winter Blessed Annie, Winter Blessed Hecarim, Winter Blessed Lucian, Winter Blessed Hui, and Winter Blessed Prestige Camille, and that is a completed patch for patch 13.24 of League of Legends. Everything else in these patch notes do not matter. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, the actual subscribe button. But I don't know which video will be next, because I can have a lot of kinks. So until next time, take care. ggGetJinxed. Thank you for watching, and enjoy pizza responsibly.